Hello and welcome back. This is Shane from Procom with another tutorial video. We're going to talk about how to make sure that your time settings are correct on an HDX NVR. So let's right click and go to the main menu, and we're going to go to Settings, General. Now here we have our time, which looks pretty much correct. Now we could change this manually and click Save if we wanted to, but that's not really the way to make sure that our time is always correct. As you know, most clocks tend to drift a little fast or a little slow. So what we're going to do is actually go back to the network settings, and we're not going to ignore all this because that's mission critical and we don't want to change any of it. We're going to click on network settings, and here's a couple extra list of network-related features. And the reason I say network-related is because we're going to focus on this one here, NTP, which is Network Time Protocol. We're going to double-click on that. This is the NTP server that we like to use here at Procom. It's from Oklahoma State University. They have a very nice, accessible NTP server that is always online. So now.okstate.edu is what we use. The port is 123. That's standard for NTP servers, and we want to make sure that our time zone is correct. So this is what we have set up. You can use that. You can use the default, which I believe is time.windows.com, which is that's fine as well. We're going to click OK, and we're going to click Save. And let's back up a step, go back to General. Now the only other thing that we want to make sure that we have correct is our daylight savings time. So that is enabled here. By default, it may not be. We're going to click Set. Now, previously I had this set to a specific date, which would work great. It would start the daylight savings time exactly at 2 a.m. on March 9th, and then end it at 2 a.m. on November 2nd. But notice that's specifically for 2015, which is not going to work for 2016. So when daylight savings time started this year and ended, this would not have updated itself. So what we want to do to make sure that it's going to update itself with daylight savings time every year, we're going to click on Day of Week. And daylight savings time always starts on the second week of March and the first week of November. I have it set to change on Saturday at 2 a.m. Both dates. And we're going to click OK. Now that's going to make sure that every time daylight savings time starts and ends, even if it's not on the exact day, it's going to happen on its own. And so when we are searching for an event, we're not going to be thrown off by an hour because of stinking daylight savings time. So that's all correct now. So we can back up, and that's that.